for your name. I'm almost finished, y'all. Most of you know by now that I used to be in the United States Navy. My first year in the Navy, I was away from home longer than ever had been in my life. And my parents, nor did my brother, know exactly when I would be home again. And so I decided that I was just going to surprise them, that I was just going to unexpectedly show up at the door, surprising them because they had no idea when I would be home. And so I arrived to Chicago. My good friend picks me up. I go to my house. I knock on the door. Nobody is there. Around the same time, my brother, who was in high school at the time, he was just getting off of work. So he comes up the elevator. We lived in these condominiums. We reunite for the first time in a long time. We said, you know what? We're just going to drive around until my parents get home. So we're driving around, and finally my mother pages my brother. Y'all remember the pager? Want to know, where were you? So that was our cue to go back home. So now we're standing in front of the door. And I promise y'all, this is one of the moments that you record that you should put on YouTube. So we're standing in front of the door. My brother begins to knock on the door. I'm standing off to the side. My brother knocks. My mother comes and opens the door. She's behind the door. My brother walks in. Of course, my mother, not knowing I'm home, she begins to close the door behind him. I come around and I gently press the door behind her. I walk past the door. I look my mother in the face. She looks me in the face. Now, what my mother does next, I promise you all, is not an exaggeration, nor is it a lie. This is a true story. I walk in the house, I look my mother in the face, she looks me in the face. After having not seen her son, and I don't know how long, she does this. My father's around the corner at the table trying to get up at the table because he don't know what's going on. Why is all this hollering? This was a surprise that she was not expecting. As I was preparing this word, I heard God say, tell my people, get ready for the season of the surprise. He said, as you read my word, as you apply my word, there is some stuff that's going to show up at your door unexpectedly. And it's going to be so mind-blowing that you're going to have no choice but to go, wow! God for me, wow! Lord, I can't believe it, wow! This is the season of the surprise. This is the season of the surprise. Somebody ought to shabak the Lord in this house. Lord, I receive my surprise. Lord, I receive my surprise even now. God says, I've seen you struggle long enough. If you could just take my prescription in your word and apply it, there's some stuff coming to your door that's going to blow your mind. Give God praise in this house. It's a surprise. Employment is about to show up at your door. Increase is about to show up at your door. That contract is about to show up at your door. Employment is showing up at your door. Make way for the season of the surprise. As a matter of fact, just like we hollered last week, I think somebody ought to holler this week for that surprise even now. It's a surprise. 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 God says, you're about to have a Carolyn Robinson moment. There's stuff that's about to show up at your door that you're going to be going, for me? For me? And God is saying, yes, for you. God, I'm ready. God, I'm ready. God, I'm ready. My name is not Alicia Keys, but if you ask me, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Lord, blow my mind. Lord, blow my mind.